Hi guys, as promised, I'm going to do the chair workout for you today, okay? So all you need is your trusty dining room chair, okay? So we've been doing these workouts in some of the classes in the church halls, so it's a good prop to have. So put on some music, make sure you're warmed up, so we're going straight into the leg workout. Okay, so you'll need to have warmed up before you get started. We're going to start in a wide squat. Now we're going to use the chair as a prop, not something to hang and lean onto, okay? So I just want light fingers on it, shoulders relaxed, zipped up, feet nice and wide, and we're just going to go into a wide squat. I will do my best to not run over on time, so I won't make it too long, hopefully, and I'll try and count as best I can. Okay, that doesn't always work very well with me. So just make sure you're zipped up, hips and knees and toes going out in the same direction, and we're just in that nice wide plie squat, looking straight ahead. I want to focus on squeezing up into your butt as you go. Okay, now we're going to do some little ones. So I've still got both heels on the ground, so I'm just coming down a little bit lower, working in that lower part of the squat. And come up, have a little rest. I'm going to go back to a second set of those little ones. So down low, nice and light on those hands. 10, well done. Okay, now I'm going to lift one heel, so lift one heel up, back to full range for 10. 10, change heels, so this heel lifts, still staying zipped up, sitting back into that butt. Hopefully you're not picking up my crunchy knee on the video. That's why you've got to put your music on when you're doing this video, then you can't hear my knees creaking. 10, and change back to the other heel. I want little ones for 10. 10 and change. So this heel lifts, 10 little ones. Oh, that's starting to bite a little bit. Change, give me 5 little ones. 5, change. 5, change, give me 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2. So just rolling those heels. And then hold. So we're coming down low, holding that position and just rolling the heels one at a time. Those little thighs burning. One more each leg. Right, heels down, we're going to squat and then come up, tippy toes. Squat, tippy toes. So I'm driving the bottom back, pushing the hips forward as I come up. And just nice and light on that chair. Right up on those toes. 10, well done. Walk that in, give that a little shake off. Okay, and then we're going to go back out wide. And now I'm going to load. I'll come a little bit more this way. There we go. Okay, so I'm standing directly behind the chair. Hands up on top, shoulders relaxed. I want a bit of distance. It's called an arm length. And we're going to load side and back up. Side and back up. When we're doing these side lunges, you've got to drive the bottom back, keep the back straight, but you're leaning slightly forwards. Okay, so if I come here, so pushing into the bottom, pushing back, not pushing forward into the knee, okay? So it's back and back. Severe side angle. I'll come back here. So at the moment I've got both feet flat on the ground, just shifting that weight side to side. So we're getting a little bit of work through one leg and then stretch on that inner thigh. Okay, stay zipped up and tall. One more each side. Okay, now we're going to stay over on one side. So you drive back. On my chair, I've got 3 levels. Look at that. So I can come a little bit lower, with my hand positioning. If you haven't got that on the back of your chair, it doesn't matter. So I'm loading through just on that one side, trying to stay square with hips and shoulders. And breathing, and then other side. So you can have one or both hands on the chair. Drawing that belly button in. Keep pushing backwards, make sure that knee is underneath you. Well done. And repeat, smaller ones, little ones. 6, 7. See, I'm counting really well. 10, other side. 6, 7, 8, 10. Going back through. Okay, now we're going to add a stretch. We're going to alternate sides. So this time it's up to you how low you go. You load and then I'm lifting the foot on the toes on that straight leg. I'm just shifting through. I'm going to go a little bit further away. I'm just working that depth of range of motion. It's up to you how far you go. Watch those knees. You don't have to go as far as me. Just adding a bit more of a stretch. A bit more depth to that range. Just minding that knee when you sit back on it, okay? Do one more each side. Last one. Well done. Okay. Come up, shake those legs off. We're going to stand to one side of your chair. Balance your hips for me. And we're just going to come up into calf raises. So I've got one hand on the chair. It's just helping to keep my balance. Rolling straight up through the toes. Try and look straight ahead. And then arm out in front and give me 10 little ones. Nice and quick. Hump those heels. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Heels down, and then we're just going to swing that outside leg. Make sure there's nothing behind you. I've got total gems behind me. I don't think my legs are that long though. And then we're going to circle that leg round. And again, just a nice light grip on that chair. I'm not hanging on for dear life. Last one. Work your way a little bit further from the chair. I'm going to do that figure of 8. So we're rolling that hip in and out. You can do a little bit of move. There is movement through the hip and the waist. You don't have to stay real static. We want it to flow through the body. Just make sure you're getting that drop in and turn out. Drop in and turn out. Figure of 8. Last one. Easy. That's just to give us a break before we get into those lunges. Okay, other side. So this side we're going to be in first position. Zipping up tall. And we'll work that other arm. So with the slight turn out, we're getting a little bit more glute activation, which is going to help us when we do the chair sits and those pistol squats with the chair. Last one. And hold, little ones. Pop those heels. Squeeze that butt. 10. Well done. Nice and loose and swing. Again, make sure there's nothing behind you that you're going to hit your foot on because that will be ouchy. So you're staying tall, but allowing that freedom of movement through that lumbar spine and hips, whatever's comfortable, okay? It's about flowing the movement. Ooh, clunky left hip on me today. I'll blame it on winter. Okay, then we're going to add that figure of 8, dropping in and dropping out. You'll always find you've got one side that feels a little bit more clunky than the other. This is my clunky side. So doesn't feel that happy today. That's why we've got to do these. Keep our hips happy. Happy hips. And that drop in and out. Last one. shake that off. Okay, right, moving into lunges. So we will go sideways onto your chair, kind of one, almost an arm distance away. Step one leg back, zipped up, and we're just going to lunge straight down and up. Now I know a lot of you can do this without the chair, that's absolutely fine. But it does just help create a little bit more stability, enables you to get a bit more depth in that range. It just helps keep those joints a bit safer. I can still hear my clicky knee. Right, now come down, little ones. Still light grip, so I don't want it affecting the shoulder. I want the shoulders relaxed. Now we're going to add a kick, so you're going to lunge, kick out in front, straight back down into that lunge. But like I'm creeping forwards even though I can't be. 8, 2 more, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to lunge and then we're going to launch forward. So I've still got that chair there to help me balance. Come down and reach, extend through and back down, and extend, reach out through fingers and toes, and exhale, and again. You do 2 more for me. Last one. And release. Okay, then we're going to turn around and we'll do the same on the other side. Okay. So finding that balance, zip it up. Really not liking these side angles I'm creating. And we come down and up. Looking straight ahead, zipped up, tailbone down, squeezing that butt, dropping through those knees. And little ones. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready to come through and kick. And back down. So we're using that chair for balance. It just helps to keep us a bit more upright. Gives you that little bit of security. Last one. And then ready for lunge and lengthen. Ready? So come down and reach. And again, lunge, tall in the body. And then lengthen out through those limbs. Breathe. Oh, I can see lots of you watching. I hope you're doing, not just sitting on your couch watching me do it. Two more. Last one. And release off. Okay, right. Now we get to the real business. Okay, so legs should be nice and warmed up. Glutes are all fired, quads are fired. I want you to stand just in front of your chair. Feet back, shoulder width apart, arms reaching out. We'll start with just the sit first. So you push your bottom backwards. Easy peasy. And there's nothing wrong with staying with this exercise, okay? So it's like it's almost touching. It just lightly grazes the chair and comes straight back up. And I've got both feet on the ground, okay? Nice and easy. Focus on staying zipped up, keeping that length, shoulders relaxed, chin in. And you're just pushing. We're practicing hips back, hips forward, butt back, hips forward. Okay, so that's the pattern we want. We'll do one more, and then we're going to add in changing legs. We're going to go down and up on one leg and then change. All right, okay, here comes the challenge. So, single leg, so I've got one leg lifted. I'm going to sit, little rest if I need to. Come up, other leg, sit, little rest, and push up. Now some people will feel this in their knees. This is why it's really important that we get that driving backwards in the butt. Push through the heel, quad, and butt. So you're pushing yourself back up. So it stays out of that knee. So now I'm just grazing the chair, pretending I'm going to sit down. If you need to sit down in between, you can. You can always go down on one, come back up on two. Change legs down on one, back up on two, whichever one works best for you, okay? Just have a play around with it. It can be quite interesting, the strength difference between right and left, and that function through the hips. And if we've got that big strength imbalance between the hips and the butt and the legs on both sides, everything you do every day, you're working it with that imbalance. So we've got to get that strong, get that more functional and balanced across both hips and both glutes. It's the basis of everything, okay? All right, so if you can do that, we'll try and do 5 with just one leg, okay? So you come down and push up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Change legs. Ready? And just notice if you feel more unstable through one leg. Now I feel quite unstable through that right side. Don't know why. I'm right-handed, it should be more stable, but it's not. We'll do another set, okay? Just remember you can pick whichever level you want to work at. You don't have to do these, especially if it irritates that knee. Focus on the glutes. I'm super strong on my left, no wobbles. I'm going to go on my right. That's better. To really focus into that glute, strong through the quad. 5, well done, shake that off. How did you go? Not too bad? Awesome. Okay, we're going to stretch those quads off quickly and then we'll move on. Yep, I'm doing all right for time. Okay, so take one foot up behind. Give yourself enough space from the chair, knees together, zipped up tall. Take a big breath and we're just going to open to Cosmic Dancer. I think I've got it. I'll come back there. All on camera. Oh, what did I do on the Thursday? That's what we did, eh? So you've got the chair, you've got 3 different levels. You can be up high, supporting yourself. If you've got the balance and the flexibility, you can come to here. Next level would be down to here, forearm. Keep pushing that foot into the hand. Next level after that would be, I'm going to catch this on camera, ooh, hand to the ground. Take a breath and then slowly bring that back up. Forearm, hand and up. Well done, good work. Who knew a chair could be so versatile? With all these different levels built into it. Right, holding on at the top. Swing that leg and catch it. Knees together. It's raining and all my car's open. Okay. You're going to come through and open. Bring the hand to the chair, if that's where you want to go. Pushing that foot into the hand. Into forearm. Oh, got to be a bit closer to do that. Try not to lean onto that side. We want to keep that balance through that supporting foot. So the chair's just there as a prop, not to take all your weight. And into the ground. Tighter on that side. That's my right side again. Oh, can't do it, can't do it. Oh, just. Okay, and then I'm coming back up. Slowly. Oh, yeah, my right side's a lot different to my left. You'll probably find the same, maybe the other way around. Okay, now inner thigh stretch, and then we're going to get into some upper body. So standing sideways on, bring the foot out onto the side. Stepping away so you've got that length. So you're going to stretch that inner thigh, and we're also loading the supporting leg. So you're going to sit back and stretch, and then gently come back up. So we push backwards into the butt, making sure you're not coming forwards onto the toe, all the way in the heel and in your bottom and up. Now some of you may find that too much. If it is, you just keep the foot on the ground and just do that gentle stretch there. Okay, so you got the choice. Do one more. Then you're going to come through and hold. And those that can reach to the ground. And if you want, you can straighten that bent leg. And just breathe into that stretch. And bend that knee. Slowly come up. Like that. And we'll change sides. Other side. So foot on. Hop away. Balance through. Nice and steady. Drive backwards. And then come up. And drive backwards. And back up. Push through the heel of the foot, not those toes. You should be able to lift those toes. Keep the back straight. Core switched on. And we've got the option of the foot on the ground if you need it. Last one. We'll hold that stretch. And that little bit of work in that leg. Take a breath, and then if you want, you can straighten and fold forwards. Oh, found a little sequin on the floor. And then bend and release, coming up. Well done. Okay. Right, we'll just throw in the upper body stuff because I know you love that. Coming down onto your knees. I'm going to have the hands gripping the side of the chair. Now I'm on my knees, zipped up. We're going to do tricep presses so the elbows stay in. Now with the knees on the ground, this makes it nice and easy or much more achievable. Depends how comfortable your chair is, I guess. Any problems with elbows or shoulders, don't do this. Fast forward this bit of the video. Well done. Now those that are stronger can come up onto toes. Just make sure your chair's not on a slippery surface. Make sure you've got enough distance. And we're going to press for a full tricep press. Zipped up. Nice and long. I have been on Total Gym this morning, so I'm a bit tired. And they are hard. It's quite a big difference from knees to toes. So just do what you can. I'll do another two. Use that core, zip up, so it's like doing a plank, but we're moving. Ooh. Well done. Now we're going to turn around. Now I want the fingers coming off the side of the chair. We're going to do tricep dips, shoulders back, walk your bottom clear, feet flat on the floor, and bend those elbows. Work those triceps. Again, you don't have to do these if you've got worrying about your shoulder or wrist. You could do a plank on the floor while we do this. That would be a good one. Or pick any other exercise you want to do. Nearly finished. And rest. Shake that off. So I might do one more set. And then all we've got to do is hamstrings, okay? Lengthen long, shoulders back. And press. Oh, I have fingers forward for that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can do it. 8, 2 more. 9, 10. Well done. All right, second set of dips. We've got this, girls. We're so close. Lift off, shoulders back. Bend those elbows. 3, 4, 5. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Shake that off. Roll your shoulders. I'm going to come down to the ground. We're going to use that chair. One more exercise, okay? We're going to have our feet up, bottom nice and close. Roll yourself down. While you're working off the heels of your feet on towards the edge of the chair. Again, make sure you're not on a slippery surface. We're going to lift up. We're going to do hip thrusts. So we're looking for that squeezing and pushing of the hips. So you're going to push 10 times. You can do this off a smaller step if you need to, or from the ground as well. 8, 9, 10. Little rest. Anyone want to try single leg? If you don't want to, just to keep both feet on. Ready? Steady. Go. Oh, I slipped. Ready, steady, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 10. Damn it, I've got 2 legs. Got to do the other one. Ready? Make sure that chair's straight. And push. Work from the heel of the foot. Push those hips. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Foot on, roll on down, hug those knees in. Well done, people. Good work. All right, we're going to come back and sit on that chair and do a couple of stretches and you are all done. Roll to your side, come on up. Sit on your chair, right on the edge. Take the foot across and cradle it. I'm going to stretch that hip and butt. Sit tall. Take a breath. And then if you need to deepen that stretch, we hinge forward. Keep the back straight, don't let it round. So I want you to think about that length and that sternum easing through. And breathe. So you get that nice stretch into your hip and butt, kind of around this area. And release. Change legs. Oh, cradle. Now I feel stronger on my left, but tighter on my left in this exercise. So lift tall or in this stretch. So you're going to find you might have slight difference between right and left and that flexibility. Yeah. Mine's way tighter this side. That's probably why I can balance on it better. So we all have those little imbalances. And that's why it's important that we do these functional exercises that work both sides of the body through all their different ranges. Which is why I come up with some of those real quirky exercises in class. Keep our bodies and joints happy for a long time, hopefully. That's the goal. Strong and mobile. And gently release off. Good work. Feet on the ground. I'm going to get you to stand. Stretch tall. Side. Side. And dive. Hang that head. Have a little wiggle. Walk around to that chair leg and then you can hold the chair and stretch, letting that head hang. I've got a necklace in my mouth. And then walk back around the other way and hold the chair and stretch. And coming back center, uncurl, and you are all done. Chair workout. Get to it. Good work, guys. I can't finish it.